Hey there, cats and kitties. I am the Blues Man, Johnny Blues, and with this video I'll be discussing my thoughts on episode 13 of the anime series Log Horizon. And I really found this to be a quite compelling and interesting episode because, quite frankly, we're seeing Krusty really rising to the level of sort of master manipulator that Shiro has been. We've seen some loose, comical, conflict between them in previous episodes, but this guy, he's all over this situation like a wet rag, He's basically playing with, I guess you could say, Princess Lanessia, but he's doing it in a way that benefits them both, as far as looking, admirable in front of all of the royalty and everything like that. Because, as we know with Lanessia, we see a little more from her perspective in this episode. She's very much sort of down to earth, not really liking having all of the attention on her all the time, having to live up to everyone's, sort of preconceptions and wishes, because she is the daughter of royalty, and she'd much rather laze about and have freedom and everything like that. And apparently Krusty really gets a beat on her in this aspect of her relationship with everyone and, her sort of personality right away. And he starts sort of manipulating her a little bit. But again, it's to their mutual advantage in the end, because he's putting a brave face on, he's taking on the fighters and everything and making it so that he's going to be able to side with her in the little events that are coming up. They're going to be paired up and everything like that. So it's just very intriguing to me because I'm not really sure if they're trying to play up a sort of romantic angle between them, or if it's just going to be a sort of commingling between the adventurers and the people of the land, on a business level or a, deal-making level, that kind of thing. Because, of course, he does relate the fact that she reminds him of his sister, who he can't see. I assume that means that, she's left behind in wherever all of these people were transported from, or something along those lines. I don't think she's actually in this environment, whatever it is. But in any case, we also find out as, Akatsuki is going around and eavesdropping on the people of the land, as well as the meetings are being held. One of the chief concerns they have is, the moving of meat and food and goods and services that the people of the land want to provide for each other as well as anyone else. They have to deal with these demi-humans, the monsters and the monster hordes that, sort of ambush these, tracks and everything like that. But they have a very interesting request in that they want to be able to start using sort of dispatches via the sea. They want technology to be able to be seafaring, and wow, the ramifications of that, to be able to travel the world, go outside of this one little island, where, the portal gates have been shut down since episode 1, so they can't really transport that way. It's just like, what whole world of sort of burn could end up erupting from this? Is it going to be something that's mutually beneficial? Again, weighing that question. But what's really interesting to me is, of course, as we have the little things like Minori and Toya and their little group still dealing with the dungeon, being in there 4 days and everything like that, and still trying to learn how to fend off these monsters, and Minori is still trying to overcome her own sort of, self-doubt and bringing her awareness to the forefront so they know how to use their abilities together in unison and make the most of the situation. I'm waiting for that to finally take effect, for her to step up and say what needs to be said. We also have Shiro, dealing with the academics, and there's this great, quaint little moment where, again, talking about a romantic angle, potentially, we see he finds Akatsuki trying to mimic the dancing that, he had done in a previous episode with Henrietta. And it really leads me to believe that she's kind of smitten with him. And could we see something develop out of that? I find that absolutely compelling, because it was something I wouldn't have expected right away. I like that, unlike Sword Art Online, we don't have a chief hero or heroine that, automatically it has to be like a harem where it's just a new girl in and out every episode. They're all going to be fawning over Shiro and everything. Much different pacing, much different tactics. And the question is, toward the end, the very sort of ominous reveal with this Regan character, something new, foreboding, is on the horizon. People have been seeing things that have been somewhat ominous and nefarious, seemingly, and it spells trouble on the horizon. So what is it all going to amount to? We're going to find out hopefully in the next episode, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below if you've seen this episode, what you thought of it, what you think of the revelations, and the potential, as I say, foreboding hints of what's to come. Otherwise, that'll be it for me. Hope this video finds you well, and I'll catch you later. Peace.